Good morning, guys, and happy Saturday, or whichever day it is that you're watching this. If you have never seen my face before or never heard this voice, my name is Cassie, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. And thank you so much for clicking on this video. It is Saturday morning here in Georgia, and I am actually about to head to Aldi to go pick up some groceries. So I was really thinking that it might be a good idea, since I uploaded a grocery haul, and if you haven't seen it, check it out. I think it was like 2 or 3 videos ago. I usually like to go get my groceries from either Aldi or from Trader Joe's. It really just depends. There's also a couple of things that I like to pick up specifically from Walmart, things that they just might not have at Aldi or at Trader Joe's. And so I was thinking that it might be a good opportunity for me to film kind of like a weekend prep, or how I prep for the week, things that I like to do to kind of like make it easier for me as I go about my week. So I'm thinking, let's meal prep, let's grab some things, and let's chit chat. And I also was thinking it might be a good opportunity for us to kind of like have a check-in. And so I really wanted to start off first by reading this one of my friends got me this really beautiful devotional book. And I figured, why not start off the vlog, or start off the video reading one of these devotionals, a little bit of encouragement. I think that right now in the world, everybody is kind of going through different difficulties, different struggles, different things that have been difficult. The world is a very chaotic place, and it's really important, in order for us to keep pushing, to find things and places and moments and ways to just kind of capture peace for ourselves. And so that is something that I have been focused on, especially since my grandmother passed away, is finding things and ways and people that bring peace to me, and holding on to those things as much as I can. So I want to, first of all, show you the devotional book because it's so beautiful. And we'll start off first by reading one of the devotions. So I'm going to grab the book so that you guys can see it. This devotional is so beautiful. Green's my favorite color, in case you didn't know. So it's called Flourish in Faith, Wisdom-Filled Devotions for Women of God. So I think that's beautiful. It's also just quite literally gold and green, beautiful. And so we're going to start off with actually the very first devotion that's in here. Actually, I'm going to start off with the second page, because I did actually already read the first one, and so I want to read the second one for you. So it says, encourage one another. Encouragement means literally to put courage in. When you encourage others, you are putting courage into their hearts. Christ calls us to encourage one another. This does not mean just to offer compliments or utter overused phrases in times of trouble, such as, "It will all be okay," or "I hope it all works out." Biblical encouragement means instilling in someone's heart the courage needed to face the world. The Greek root word translated encouraged in the New Testament is parakletos, the verb form of the noun paraclete. Paraclete means to lay alongside. We are called to come alongside those in need and encourage them. Just as the Holy Spirit encourages our hearts, we can affirm others. Try to focus your encouragement on the person and not anything they have done. Build them up. Speak words of truth into their life. Steer clear of empty compliments or forms of encouragement that rely on actions. Try, "I believe in you. God will be faithful to complete the good work He has begun." Or, "I really appreciate who you are." When you need encouragement, does it sometimes seem that no one is there to offer it? Simply ask the Holy Spirit to draw near to you. When you need encouragement, does it sometimes seem that no one is there to offer it? Simply ask the Holy Spirit to draw near to you. He is your comforter, sent by the Lord to strengthen and guide you. And then the prayer underneath says, "Lord, I want to put courage into others' hearts. Amen. And the verse that they've given us, that's at actually the top, which I always like to read the verse last. So encourage each other and build each other up, just as you are already doing. 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 11, and that's the NLT version. So I figured as soon as I saw the title, I was thinking that it would be more fitting to actually read that one, because I'm constantly saying that I want to encourage you. I want to encourage people. And I think that it's so powerful to take time out to do that for someone. And I love that it says, and because like I didn't even realize this before, that encouragement means literally to put courage in. I love that. I think that something that we all need in order to be successful in this life that we're living is courage. Life can be tough. You never know what it is that you're going to be faced with on a day-to-day basis. I like to think of life as every day that you open your eyes and you have the opportunity to be here is another opportunity for you to overcome things that you've never been able to overcome before, to face things with a different perspective that will change you. You know, like each day is an opportunity for change, is an opportunity to grow, is an opportunity to try something different. And it's always something that I guess I've always had this like feeling of knowing that it's important to put courage in other people. And so I hope to put courage in you today, wherever you are, whatever it is that you're dealing with, whatever your struggle might be, that although you might not feel like things are going to work out, and although it might not feel like things are going to be okay, we have no idea what life is going to throw us. We have no idea what tomorrow holds. But what we do know is that we have a God who asks us to put our courage in Him, because He is taking care of things every second, every minute. He has already gone ahead of where it is that we are and paved the way and saw things through. So I just want to encourage you, wherever you are, that God is good, that He loves you, that He has gone ahead of wherever it is that you are and paved the way for you. And so you don't have to worry. And I know that's one of those things that's so easy to say and harder to believe, but you have to remind yourself every day. But let's go to Aldi. Let's go grab some groceries, and let's come back, and I'm going to do a little bit of meal prepping with you. I'm not sure exactly what it is that I'm going to make yet, because I want to really see what it is that they have in stock, and I'm going to go from there. I think potentially we'll be making some salmon today. That's always a go-to for me. I feel like that's one of the easiest things to make and easiest things to prep before the week starts. And so we're going to go ahead and pop into Aldi, see what it is that they have, and I'll catch you guys back in the car. Just in case I don't film while I'm in there, it's really just going to depend. It's also a little bit of a chilly day here. Started to warm up a little bit more now, and so we'll see what the day has in store. But I really truly hope that you are feeling encouraged to smash this day, okay? And I'll catch you in Aldi. Successful trip. I'm going to show you guys everything I got. But there goes the Aldi sign in the back. Okay, so just left Aldi. Actually, let me connect. Oh, it's actually recording. Okay, excellent. So just left Aldi. As soon as I get back, I'm going to show you guys what I got. I spent a little bit more time running around in there today than I typically would, specifically because I was like, lately, I haven't really been feeling chicken. I know that probably sounds so stupid, but lately, like, I just haven't been feeling chicken. I haven't wanted anything that has chicken in it. I've been wanting, like, just other alternative meats. And so I was trying to take my time to make sure, for one, I got the things that I needed, so that I'd be able to prep. But also, I wanted to see, like, they usually, in my opinion, have a good variety of different proteins that you can get. I'm over here calling it meat protein. You get what I mean. But they have a good wide variety of protein options, things that are lean, things that are healthier. And so I really wanted to take my time to look through everything that they had. And for the past 3 weeks, I haven't been able to find any of the ground Wagyu beef, but they had some today. I literally picked up 4 packs. So let's get back to the house so I can show you exactly what it is that I picked up. Okay, so back home now. I actually was supposed to, original plans for today was I was supposed to be going to lunch with a couple of people, but something ended up coming up. So we were scheduling our lunch. We're going to go at a different time. And so this morning I literally just scrambled 2 eggs, and that's what I ate for breakfast because I didn't want to be overly full. We were supposed to be meeting at noon. So I was like, all right, I know myself, if I eat a full breakfast, I'm not going to be able to go to lunch and finish anything. And something that is notorious about me is that when I go out to eat, I almost never finish my food. So I already knew, chances of me finishing it were slim to none. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna scramble 2 eggs and that's what I'm gonna have. But since those plans ended up changing, which is totally fine, life happens, I am gonna go ahead and just make myself a smoothie before we jump into the haul. Make myself a little protein smoothie, and I figured I might as well show you guys what it is that I put in there. So I've grabbed, I think, everything that I need. So I like to use either coconut water or some sort of a green juice as the base for the smoothie. I find that it just makes it so that it's more hydrating as well. So this is the coconut water that I'm gonna use. And actually, one of my friends put me onto this. I'll show you. The one that I usually, or the one that I used to get was always this one, which is the natural 100% coconut water with no sugar added. But I switched from getting that one to instead getting the pressed coconut water. And so this is the one that looks kind of foggy versus clear. And I find that the flavor for this is I like it better. So this is gonna be the base. And then I'm gonna use, I got this from Aldi. So this is the ginger smoothie. It has mango, pineapple, banana, and ginger puree. So I'm gonna take 1 packet out of here. And this is what it looks like. So it's already pre-portioned. So I'm gonna take I have a NutriBullet. So I'm gonna take my NutriBullet, I'm gonna open it up. And I always like to pour all of my ingredients in, and then I do whatever the base liquid is gonna be, I do that last. I don't know why, but that's just my preference for making it. So I'm going to pop this open, and I'm gonna, let's do this. I'm gonna pour all of the fruit in first. Okay, so we've got our fruit. And then I always put protein into my smoothies. So I showed you guys before, this is my favorite protein. I just find that the flavor is very good and it doesn't taste chalky. So this is the organic protein powder. It's plant-based by Orgain. I'm gonna do 1 scoop of this. So 1 scoop vanilla protein powder. And depending on the day, sometimes I'll put 1.5 scoops. It really just depends. I'm also gonna do some of my collagen, unflavored collagen peptides. And so I'm gonna add some of this in. Really just depends as well. Sometimes I don't always put a full scoop of this, so I think I'm actually just gonna go for about half a scoop of this protein powder. And I mean protein powder of this collagen. I'm gonna do half a scoop of the collagen powder in there. And then I also showed you guys this green powder that I got. It's Smarter Greens Daily Wellness Powder by Factor Force. So in comparison to the one that I used to use, I will say that this one is definitely a bit chalkier in texture, and yeah, so I will say you can definitely notice it a little bit more than the one that I was using before. I really like the flavor of that one, but this is packed with even more vitamins, nutrients, and things like that. So I'm like, you know, I guess that's just like the cause of having more vegetables and more things infused into this powder. So I'm not mad about it. I will say, I think, no, I'm gonna just go ahead and do a full scoop. I was gonna say, I think I might do half a scoop. No. Get your greens. Okay, so I'm gonna do a full scoop of this. And then something else that I also got after I filmed that video that I showed you guys with my supplements, I ended up, dust my hands off. I ended up getting this Guru Nanda black seed oil. And so I got this, and I'll see if you can focus. I got this because I've always heard really good things about black seed oil, the benefits. It's good for your immune support as well as bone health, which it says on there. It's got D3 and K2 inside. And so I'm contemplating if I want to put this in, because sometimes the more things that you add to the smoothie, it becomes very very healthy, which is not a problem. So actually, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna add 1 dropper of this in. Okay, and now last but not least, I'm gonna add in that coconut water. So I usually like my smoothies to be a little bit thicker. That's just my preference. So I think that's probably the ultimate reason why I add the liquid last. So here is all of our goodies that are in there. Now I'm gonna add in the coconut water. Excellent. So I'll start like this. I'm gonna go ahead and start blending it, and if it turns out that it needs a little bit more of the coconut water, which I'm already thinking it might, I'll add it in. So I added my liquid, I give it a little bit of a shake. That way all of those dry ingredients kind of like mix up and I don't have anything that's like stuck, any powder that's stuck at the top. I'll give it a little bit of a shake. And then I'm gonna put it in and I'm gonna blend it up. So let's blend it. Okay, I think that everything is all blended really well. So let's see. It smells good. Okay, so now I'm gonna pour it up in a cup. So usually I'll pour it into like a shaker bottle like this that has a lid, and then I also like that it has this metal kind of like sifter inside, so it helps to make sure like when you shake it up that it's really getting shaken up and that there's no like clumps or lumps in there. So put that in the bottom. I'm gonna pour the smoothie in. And I don't know if I'm gonna drink the whole thing, which I probably should. So let's just pour the whole thing in there. Excellent. And then I'm gonna grab a straw. Well, actually, I have no clue where my glass straw is, so I'm just gonna use a regular old bendy straw. And let's taste test this for you so you can see what it's like. or so you can hear what it's like actually. I like when it's thick. Yeah, very good. Yeah, this is my first time trying the ginger version of their smoothie. I'll show you the one that I usually like. It is this Super Greens smoothie blend, and I really like to get, usually I like to get ones that already have like greens in here. So it has some spinach in there. It has mango, papaya, kale, and spinach. And I think this whole bag was maybe like $7. And it makes 6 12 fluid ounce smoothies, which I feel like is an excellent deal. But usually I try to get something that already has like kale, spinach, spirulina, something like that. I like something that's packed with greens. And so I actually really like this one a lot. If I don't get this, then I get one from Walmart. Okay, so I actually just remembered I have the package from the one that I get from Walmart. So it's Fit and Wellness fruit and veggie blenders. So this one has spinach, mangoes, apples, pineapples. Just depends on what they have in stock, but these are just different versions that make it a little bit easier for you. You could also buy the fruits fresh, chop them up yourself, and put them in the freezer. We've done that also. It really just depends on like what we have going on and what's for convenience. Now I will say this gives you less servings. And this is like, I think it's like $11 or almost $12 for this pack, versus the one from Aldi is like $7 and it gives you more servings. And so I like that. I think as many times as I can find it at Aldi, I'll probably go with the other pack just because you get more bang for your buck. But in terms of like flavor and quality, I feel like they're pretty much equal. So let's jump into the food haul. Cheers. So first up, they had some flatbreads, and I love a flatbread. I don't know what it is, but I love them. I find too, I feel like the flavors that they usually have for flatbreads are always pretty like unique. So I saw that they had these, so I picked up actually 2 of them. So the first one is the sweet mustard, kale, and bacon one. And so this looks, to me, it just looks so good. In it has, so it says it's topped with sweet mustard creme fraiche, kale, fried potatoes, crispy bacon, and mozzarella cheese and onions. To me, all of that sounds delicious. So I grabbed this. And then the other one is the buffalo mozzarella and spinach one. Also, I love spinach, so I was like, this is going to be good. So it says it's topped with spinach, basil, and creme fraiche sauce, spinach, tomatoes, buffalo mozzarella, and marinated semi-dried tomatoes. All of that sounds like a yes to me. Also, it's a pretty good size, and these were only $2.49, which is why I picked up 2. Something that you can do too, like an alternative, if you're somebody who wants to make it yourself, make it a little bit healthier. At Trader Joe's, they actually sell the like already pre-made and kneaded dough. So you can pick them up. They make them fresh. I know they have like a plain one, and then they have like a basil. I think it might be like basil infused or spinach infused, something like that. So you can just make it yourself and get the toppings that you like. That way you know where the chicken's coming from, where everything's coming from, all the tomatoes and whatever you like. You can put the cheese that you like. But I know for a fact that they have those at Trader Joe's. So if you are one of the girls who wants to do it yourself, that's also a good option. I grabbed these to make my life a little bit easier. So that's first up on the list. Then I don't know if you guys remember these. I don't even know which brand. I'm guessing it's not this. But have you ever had this when you were a kid? The little tuna salad with the crackers. It's 230 calories. So I guess it just really depends on, you know, how you feel about that. But I think it's much better than grabbing like, let's say, chips or something like that. And it's easy to take with you if you're like a busy person, if you're at work and you just want to have like a healthy snack. I find that these kinds of things are easy to grab and pick up for moments like that. So I grabbed 4 of them to make my life easier. Next up, I grabbed 4 packages of this Wagyu beef because I showed you in the last haul that I grabbed this. It was so good. I cut up some onions, some peppers, sauteed them in the pan, and then I threw this in, and I made mini Wagyu sliders using the cooked beef and onions and peppers. And then I got some like Hawaiian rolls, and I put some Gouda cheese, and it was amazing. I don't know why I played myself and didn't grab any Hawaiian rolls this time, because that was literally the bomb. I might have to go back outside. And get some Hawaiian rolls because it was so good. Like, it was done in a day. So that's all I'm going to say. So this time I said, I'm not going to play myself. I'm going to pick up 4 of these. The quality of this beef is very good. I found that it's worth it. Clearly, I picked up 4 of them. So if you see this in your local Aldi, grab it. You will not regret it. Very flavorful, very juicy. I enjoyed it. I think you will too. I also picked up, of course, salmon because, again, it's really easy to make. This is a huge piece of salmon, and today I picked up one. It was $20.30. So this is the one that I picked up for today. I also, sticking with protein, I also picked up some ribeye steak. Honestly, I was trying to debate whether I knew what I wanted to make. I was thinking I was going to do salmon, but then I was like, I kind of feel like I could go for some steak. So this is also something that I like to make with peppers and onions, things like that. Just saute it, make my life easier. So there's that. I also picked up some Black Angus stewed meat. So this is some stew like beef. It's like chunks. I grabbed this because I usually like to get like shaved beef, and I'll kind of like saute that in a pan as well. But I was talking to my husband, and he actually said that he prefers like the thicker cuts of meat. So I don't know when, but I'll probably do some like stew beef with like potatoes and stuff like that. So grab that so I can make that. And then taking a pause from the protein, I also picked up this spicy beef broth. I never seen the spicy one before. I saw it has like a tag that says that it's new. So I grabbed this because we like a little bit of heat. We like a little bit of spice. So I got this specifically for whenever I make the stew beef so that I can use a little bit of this. I'm not huge on like using broths by any means, but I do not want the beef to turn out to be dry. So I grabbed this just in case so that I can throw it in there and make that stew beef. Back to protein, I also picked up 2 packs of their lamb chops. I find that the quality of their lamb chops is also really good. If you're a person who likes lamb, it's very easy to cook. I like the texture. I like the flavor of lamb meat. I know some people don't like it. They find it to be very like gamey, but I don't feel that way. So I picked up 2 packs of this. Also, my husband loves lamb and lamb chops. So I grabbed 2 packs of that. That way we're prepared with it. And then shrimp. So this is a 2-pound bag of shrimp. Just depending, I'll go for the frozen shrimp because it makes my life easier. 2, again, I keep saying it makes my life easier as I go about my haul because that is what I'm always looking for. Things that are good quality, that are easy to make, makes it easier for me because I do a lot of cooking. And so I got the 2-pound bag because I made some jerk shrimp this week and it was so good. I'm probably going to end up making some more. So I was like, you know what, let me just get a bigger bag. That way I can make plenty. And so I got that. I also picked up a bag of sweet potatoes. So picked up sweet potatoes. I also picked up some mini regular potatoes. I picked up some carrots because I love roasted carrots. I'm obsessed with Brussels sprouts. So of course I got some Brussels sprouts. I also got some French beans is what they're calling them, but these are some green beans. I'm probably going to do some like garlic and butter and kind of just like saute these as well. And then I also got some mini sweet peppers. So I am not the biggest fan of bell peppers in general. I don't know what it is. Maybe I've eaten them too much. So I don't necessarily love them that much unless they're like very much sauteed, cut small, like really diced up. Otherwise, like, I don't know what it is about them. I don't like them to not be, like, they have to be cooked really, really well. But with the sweet peppers, I can deal with it. So I will cut up some onions, cut up some of the sweet peppers, and saute them. And then I throw in some beef or whatever, depending if I'm making steak, I'll do steak. But I find that that combination is really, really, really good. So did that. I also got some green apples. That way we have some like fresh fruit. And then I also got this organic antioxidant power juice. So this is one of the ones that I always like to get. It's just nice. I like to have this like on the weekend when I make breakfast, like eggs and pancakes and things like that. I like to have this. Flavor's pretty good. It has pomegranate, tart cherry, red grape, purple carrot, cranberry, and blueberry. So antioxidant rich. And nobody's trying to get sick. So, you know, pick it up if you want to try it out. It's pretty good. And then I ran out of oil. I've rotated over time between different ones. For a while, I was using olive oil specifically. And then I think I went from olive oil to using avocado oil. And then I heard about grapeseed oil. And so I picked up some grapeseed oil today. Honestly, not for any reason. This one was like the best price. And so I was like, I've used this before. This is what I just ran out of. So I got some more. And then I got one snack. And of course, it's the organic white cheddar puffs from Aldi. I love them. I find that they're just like a really good snack, and it's better than having like chips that have like a whole bunch of dyes and things like that in it. So picked up some white cheddar puffs, love them. And that is pretty much what I needed for the week. So I'm going to show you, first of all, I'm going to decide what it is that I'm going to cook, and then I'm going to show you guys exactly how I prep that. Okay, so on this menu, we are going to make our salmon. We are going to make some carrots, roasted carrots. I'm going to make some mini potatoes. I'm also going to do 2 packs of this Wagyu beef with, I think I'm going to put a whole onion, chop it up, put a whole onion in there. And then I'm going to take probably at least 1, maybe 2 of each color mini sweet pepper to put inside. And then I had made some asparagus, so I just have like half of a pack left. I'm going to make some asparagus because I already know my husband loves asparagus. I know he's going to ask for some, so I'm going to make what's left of this asparagus, but I'm also going to make some of these green beans. So I'm going to show you guys what it is that I do and how I would prep this meal or these meals. And then again, things to remember, I have a couple of other sides like salad. We can just throw some avocados in there as well. And yeah. that is how I prep and get ready for the week ahead. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that some of my tips and things that I do are helpful for you. Sorry for the noise. I have the dishwasher running. You know you have to clean as you go. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for tuning in. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!